What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're looking to get your music reviewed, you can hit up this email that's right here. But today I'm going to hit you up with my thoughts and opinions on this new project from 623AM called Experimental Rap Tunes and Self-Mastery. Now, 623AM is a rapper who's coming to us out of Cleveland, and you might recognize his name because I have reviewed him on the channel plenty of times. He's a very consistent artist who has made my year-end list in regards to indie artists multiple times, so don't sleep on him. Check out the links down below for his sites, his social media, and all that good stuff like that. But to jump right into this project right here, one of the things I like about it is how the title lets you know what you're in for, man. You are going to get some very experimental sounds, at least in comparison to some of the stuff he did on his previous work, and there are some bars and topics that revolve around self-mastery. Even the intro track, Self-Mastery, gets into the importance of blending talent and hard work together in order to reach that success, and the following track, Live and Die in Cleveland 2, has him speaking on how he wants to leave that 9-to-5 grind and live and die as a legend in Cleveland. So there's a lot of Cleveland representation here. He's working hard and trying to achieve his dreams, but one of the lines that stuck out to me on this track is when he spits, "I'm hesitant for pictures I would rather you remember." To me, I took that as him saying he doesn't just want pictures and videos of him, he wants to touch people's hearts and be remembered in a more concrete way. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's a bit more powerful than just pictures. Not to take away from pictures and videos, obviously that's important, but you know what I mean when you have those true memories of spending your time with someone or maybe experiencing them as an artist performing live, those types of things. That might not be what he meant, but that's how I took it, so that's all I can say. But to talk about the production a little bit, I like how this one starts off spacey and atmospheric with some vocal effects on there before turning into this all-out banger, and you are going to get that same sort of sound and aesthetic throughout this project. Even on the tracks The Wedding Song and Lost in Los Angeles, you're going to pick up on some more vocal effects and atmospheric moments, and while I didn't like The Wedding Singer much because it's just not my style, it kind of reminded me of like 808s and Heartbreaks Kanye, just not my thing. You might love that style, in which case I think you'll love that track. I did like what was going on in Lost in Los Angeles because this track is actually paired up with All Signs Pointing West /331199, where he's speaking on his West Coast adventures, aspirations, and dreams, while also showing love to Nipsey. So you are going to get a glimpse into his thought process here in his life, not just on that track, but on some of the others, including on Audiyoga, where he speaks on how sometimes we get caught up in instant gratification over self-mastery. He does tie this idea into trust and relationships, and I thought that was a pretty cool thing to think about because we certainly live in a time where instant gratification seems to be above all else, man. On the internet, with technology and social media, everything is at our fingertips. It's easy just to, get involved in something really quick and be done with it and move on to the next thing, whether you want to talk about music that's at your fingertips, maybe even a relationship because you have so many options out there you can just fuck around. Really had this one as one of my favorite tracks. And I also like the last statement because it does have a little bit of a G-funk feel to it, but it does smooth out on the back end as 6 is on here speaking about how simply stopping with the complaints can yield great results. If you listen close throughout this project, you're going to get a lot of wisdom, and he is sharing his story, so you can tell that he's learning through the things he's gone through and passing it on to you. Really is a personal project, and that's something that does elevate it and put it as one of my favorite projects so far this year. I would say as of this point, it is in my top 10. Now, another track I like is Ride Along, because this provides some of the album's most poignant moments, man. 623AM is on here reflecting on battling stress while having your faith tested, but the part that stuck out to me the most is when he recalls his girlfriend telling him that she's pregnant while he was at work. That one really hit me because I remember when that happened to me with my firstborn, my wife called me, and it really does just change your life. So he does share some of his views on fatherhood and adapting to that on this song, which I think any father out there will relate to. He really does a great job of connecting with people on this album, I would say. That's something I appreciate from artists, especially from 623AM, because I've been watching his growth over the years through some of his albums, and this is by far his best work. Although I did like that January Muse project, which was pretty dope as well. But, having a child can certainly change your life. He's speaking on that, and shout out to him for having that child, man. Welcome to fatherhood. Hope it's all going well for you. But to talk about some of the features on here, there were some good ones. I thought Pungent Dungeons has one of the album's best beats, has sort of a video game feel to it, as well as some high-pitched synths. And then you have 6, BBP Soul, and Nick Samps just putting in work on this track. They're all just spit, nothing too heavy, nothing too deep, just kind of grinding, dope-ass track. And Clevelavengers is another standout, where we get Jose say Taika and Crazy 8 the Great, the latter of which steals the show with all kinds of charisma, great flows. He had one of my favorite verses on the album, and I like this line when he says, "Originality means I do it first, and you do it second, but you do it worse." Thought that was kind of clever, to the point, and letting you know that he's bringing some new shit. So for me, this project is an 8 out of 10, man. I really don't have too many complaints with it. It's nice and short and cohesive, definitely some of his best work, and 623AM is continuing to show that you can't sleep on him, man. He's a very consistent artist. He's been at it for a while. I haven't heard anything from him that I think is all out trash or garbage, especially when it comes to his full projects. So check this one out, check out the back catalog, show him some love, and let me know what you think as well. So that's all I got to say about this one. I hope you enjoyed this review. Hope you're staying safe. I hope you enjoy the project as well. Hit me in the comments with your thoughts and opinions. Make sure you do that good YouTube and social media stuff where you show me love, you show me lots of it. Thank you for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.